Welcome to Innerji, Tarot, Tea, Astrology and all things metaphysical. Hi, I'm Leslie, the Metaphysical Crone, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you for the week commencing Monday the 18th of October. And I'm going to be using tarot cards, tea cards, and maybe throw in a few tea charms as well. Now, this is a general reading as opposed to being specific for one person. So only take the information that really resonates for you and just disregard the rest. So let's begin. So for this week's reading, we're going to look at a few different areas of life. We're going to look at romance and partnerships, leisure and social life, money matters, career, business, work. If you're a full-time student, then this would be study as well, family, your physical environment, so that's like your house, your car, physically where you are, your health and well-being, not so much from the perspective of do I have a disease or illness and will it be cured, but more overall mind, body, spirit, well-being, and of course your own personal growth, spirituality. So let's shuffle the cards and see what messages are here for you this week. So the deck I'm using is a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Quite a traditional one. It was first printed in 1909. A little bit of trivia for you. And so I'm just shuffling until I feel that they're in order. Yes. So I'm just going to put a couple of cards for each area. So romance and partnerships, leisure and social life, money matters, career, business, work, study, family, physical environment, health and well-being, and spirituality and personal growth. So let's see what we have for you. So let's turn over the cards and we're going to start off with relationships, romance. So if you're currently in a relationship that's showing that there's a bit of tension at the moment, we have the Ten of Cups reversed. Now the cups are emptying out. Cups can represent emotions and feelings. So I feel that it's not a happy family situation. There is some issue that is creating some grief. And it's showing that whatever it is that's going on, that one person is kind of taking the lead on this. As you know, swords can represent conflict. They can also represent our thought patterns, our communication. And I feel that it feels kind of one-sided at the moment. It seems to be that there's one person in the relationship that is kind of really taking control and it is causing disharmony. Now, let's add a tea card to this and see what we have. See if we can get a little bit more information. And the tea card we also have a sword. And so I feel that there has been a bit of a breakdown in communication because swords are swift and they cut away. So I feel that there's something happening within your relationship that is cutting away and breaking up communication that is balanced and valid. Let's add a tea charm to that. And we've got the headstone or the gravestone. And so what I would suggest to you for moving forward for this week, if you're in a relationship and there is some tension and communication is not happening, it is about just giving it a little bit of time. Have a little bit of space to just calm down, to really think through what is happening before you start communicating. Now, this doesn't mean that you go off and sulk and be difficult, but it is about just having that little bit of space to really think through about what is going on in this situation that is creating disharmony between you and your partner. If you're not in a relationship, this is showing to me that, this coming week, it doesn't look like you're going to be meeting anyone new if you're not in a relationship. It's showing that you have a tendency to want to do your own thing rather than working in partnership. So, if you are looking to meet someone, looking to go into a relationship, it is about looking at, well, where do I compromise? Where am I going to come into balance with accepting someone else into my life? Because I feel that you've been alone for a while and you're so used to doing things your way and not having to communicate with someone else, that going into a relationship for you at the moment, you really need to think through about what that means for you, being with someone. Now let's have a look at leisure and social life. Now, as we know with COVID, things are, at least here in Australia, things are opening up in some areas. Some have opened up already around Sydney, parts of New South Wales. Of course, only if you're fully vaccinated is the ruling that they have put out at the moment. But in terms of leisure and social life for the coming week, beginning Monday, the 18th of October, I'm seeing here it's still a bit of a no-go zone. I feel that socially, when it comes to leisure and socialising with people, things are still a bit out of balance because we have that Lovers card reversed. And when I look at the Lovers card, when it's not in relation to romance, it is about balance. And upside down is saying to me, no, there's an imbalance in your social life. Now, of course, with COVID, we've all had difficulties being able to socialise for quite a long time now, and it can be quite stressful seeing how we can open up again. We've gotten kind of so used to being hermits. And I feel in terms of moving forward with your social life, you're not quite sure how to handle it. You're not quite sure how to go about it. My feeling is that you're still, there's still a lot of confusion around the rules about who you can see, where you can go, etc. And that is kind of still getting in the way of socializing in a normal manner. So let's add a T card to that and see what we have. And we've got the question mark. And yeah, it is still a big question mark at the moment for all of us. I feel that this leisure social life situation definitely applies to everyone at the moment. And we are questioning what life is going to look like for us, particularly between now and Christmas. Even though this is only for next week, we are thinking longer term than that. Certainly there's a big question mark on when other areas will open up in the next week. I know, for example, the ACT is still in lockdown until, I think until this Friday. I'm actually not sure, but the goalposts do keep changing, and that's what's creating this hesitancy and this imbalance of thinking, well, can't I just go out and have lunch with my friends? Let's add a T chart and see what that has to offer. And we've got the music, the musical notes. So this is about you trying to get back into harmony again. And so if you're unsure about how you can go out and about with friends and socialize that way, bringing yourself back into harmony by still maintaining how you can do it online through, Skype calls, the internet, telephone, whatever it is. But it is about you trying to find your own inner harmony around how you are going to step back out into the world again from a leisure and social perspective. Let's look at money matters. And we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Now, Pentacles, they're all about the physical things in life. Literally, they can be about money. So this is saying to me that financially things are looking not as bad as perhaps you might think, because there's going to be some unexpected information or an unexpected windfall around money. With this Page of Cups, it shows a change, and it also is showing an unexpected change, something that's a surprise. So I feel that you might be in a position where there's going to be some money coming your way that you weren't expecting. So whether it's your tax return coming back being maybe a little bit healthier than you thought it was going to be in terms of a refund, or whether it's just going to be a gift from someone, but there's going to be some unexpected financial benefit for you in the coming week. Let's add at least a T card and a T charm around finances. It's looking very, very positive. And we've got the Bat. And the Bat is all about being focused. It's also showing someone who's highly skilled. So I feel that there may be someone around in this coming week who is very highly skilled when it comes to finances, who might be able to offer you some good advice as well. It's almost like they're offering you a gift of information around finances. Also, the Bat is about staying laser focused. In order to use this wisely, it is about staying focused on your budget, on your finances. Let's add a charm and see what we've got. We've got a star sign, and we've got the star sign of Aries. Aries is cardinal fire. So it's the energy of doing. It's the energy of just getting in there and making it happen. So I feel that for you for this coming week, with this sort of surprise around finances that is positive, because this is a very abundant card, and being focused on your budget, you're actually going to be able to take on board or do something with that money that you weren't previously thinking that you would be able to do. Now, let's move on to career, business, work, study, whatever that is, whatever area of life you're at. And we've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Three of Swords. So, for the coming week, for work situation, career path, any form of study that you're doing, I'm really seeing that the week starts out well balanced. You start off on the front foot, so to speak, but I feel that there's going to be some sort of upset at work or within your career or within your study that is going to come from where you were working well with someone else or studying well with someone else. There's going to be a bit of a break, an emotional break around that is going to be upsetting. And let's add a T card to that and see what we've got. And we have the Ring. So I feel that there's going to be some sort of upset around a commitment that has been made in good faith, that is well balanced, everybody on the same page. And for some reason, there is one person that's not following through on that commitment. So you need to ask yourself, am I the person that's not following through, or is it someone else? Have a look at that and see what's going on. And then let's add a T charm in there. And we've got the Dog. So the important thing for you in this coming week, regardless of this upset, I feel it's short term. I don't feel it's a long-term issue at work or with your study partner or in terms of your long-term career. I feel that you need to stay committed to the course that has been set, stay loyal. With that Dog, we've got loyalty. Dogs are friendly. So I don't see this upset at work or something to do with your study or something to do with your career in general as it's not long lasting. It's something that's going to be like a hiccup that will come up, but stay committed, stay loyal to what you're doing, and the balance will return. Now let's look at family. We've got the King of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Ten of Wands. So I feel that in terms of family, it's going to be hard work this week. You're not going to feel on top of your game. King of Pentacles, when he's upright, he's a nurturing soul. He's a natural leader, but he's a caring leader. He has plenty of everything. But, this Ten of Wands is showing burden. It's somebody who's just pushing and pushing and pushing to get to where they're going, regardless of all these burdens. So I do feel that family issues this week might actually drain your energy somewhat, if not drain your finances somewhat as well. So just be aware of that in the coming week. Now let's have a look at a T card for more information. See what we've got. And we've got the Tunnel. But the good news is, yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel. I'm just going to hold this card a bit closer because it can sometimes be a little bit hard to see. There you go. You can see that little light on the other side of the tunnel. So this burden or this pushing through with family that is draining your energy in this coming week, there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. So again, not long lasting. Let's draw a charm for this. And we have the money. So it is a family issue around money. And if we have a link back to over here when we were looking at your finances, this unexpected financial surprise coming your way, wise advice from someone, staying focused on your finances, whatever this is, don't allow it to eat into your family situation too much. Because we've got money here, this issue with family this week that is draining you. I remember I said this is possibly draining you financially and it's becoming a burden. There is light at the end of the tunnel around this as well. Your physical environment, so let's have a look at that. And we've got the Nine of Wands and we've got the World card. So when it comes to your physical environment, like your house, your car, the physical area that you live in, I feel like you've been doing a lot of work on your physical environment and you're a bit worn out, you're kind of looking back at everything that you've achieved, but you're thinking to yourself, at what cost? But the good news is that whatever it is that you've been doing with your home, with your car, even in the garden, it's going to pay off. It is going to pay off, and everyone's going to notice. People are going to notice the hard work that you've been doing around your physical environment. They're going to see it. So don't think, oh my gosh, I did all this gardening for the family, planting vegetables, whatever, and they're not paying attention. Yes, they are, and they appreciate it. Let's add a T card to this one and see what else there is. And we've got the key. All this work that you've been doing around your physical environment that is going to be noticed by others is opening a door. I feel that for you, it's almost like you've done, look, I know we're in spring here in Australia and it's, spring cleaning time, but I kind of feel that that's the case. There's been a huge clean out, a huge decluttering and spring cleaning, and that's kind of opening the door for a new way of being within your home, within your physical environment. It's almost like you've done an energy clearing whilst you've been decluttering and clearing things up physically. Let's add a charm. And what have we got? We've got the teapot. So this is saying to me that this spring cleaning or all this sort of decluttering, reorganizing, all the hard work that has worn you out, it's being noticed and it's going to open the way. And I feel that, with the teapot there, as things start to ease off more when it comes to our ability to go to each other's homes, for example, I can see you being able to socialize at home a lot more and feel really comfortable in your home. Let's move on to health and well-being. And we've got the Six of Pentacles reversed, and we have the King of Cups upright. So in terms of health and well-being, we're talking about body, mind and spirit. So I feel that physically your energy is a bit low, and that was kind of emphasized here based on the work that you've been doing physically. So I feel that your physical energy is a bit low and out of balance. So you need to have a little look at what have you been doing and what can you do to rebalance it. If you're feeling a bit tired, it might be getting more sleep. I feel, however, emotionally things are really good. You're on top of your game emotionally. You're feeling balanced, you're feeling centered, you're feeling emotionally strong. So it's more in the physical area that I am seeing that maybe you're a little bit low on energy or a little bit tired. And let's add a T charm to that. Just get the T cards again. And we have the anchor. And yes, this is about you becoming more stable within yourself. I feel it's about really getting a better routine around what you're doing in regard to your physical well-being. So it's about having a routine, about getting enough sleep. That's something that's really popping into my head strongly at the moment for you. Making sure that you're getting regular sleep, regular hours, not oversleeping. And also just looking at what you're physically doing. Are you getting enough exercise? Are you eating well? So it really is time to really look seriously at what you are doing with your well-being so that you can bring it up to its optimum and bring that energy back up. A charm for this one. And we've got the fire, the bonfire. And yep, that's saying to me it is time to really start working on your well-being to build up your energy reserves. Again, I feel that your energy is low based on this Pentacles card being reversed. And finally, your spiritual being, your personal growth. We have the Three of Cups and we have the Six of Swords reversed. So I feel that for you, in terms of your own personal growth, I feel that you've been having a good time. You've been focusing on the positives rather than the negatives, which is really good. However, I feel that you're not addressing the shadow side. I feel that there are maybe some negative issues that you have been ignoring and focusing only on the positive. Now, I do understand that you know, it is important to have a positive outlook and be love and light and all those kind of things. But if we don't address our shadow, if we don't address the issues that are bothering us, if we don't address some of the things that we might consider negative in our lives, then all we're doing is covering up with light. All we're doing is covering up with a positivity that is kind of forcing the negative down. So I feel for you for this coming week, it is about, yes, we want to be positive, but it is not ignoring the things that are bothering you in terms of your own personal growth. Let's add a T card to that. See what we've got. And we've got the Tower. Yeah. The Tower is about things that are public. Tower is also things that are, you know, it's about success. It's about recognition, being seen. It's about public places, if we want to go that far. But I feel that for you, for this coming week, it is about you recognizing, in other words, looking at yourself, looking at the negatives, looking at that shadow side. It can be a bit scary, but it is necessary so that we know that we're actually dealing with stuff and not just suppressing it or covering it up. So this is more about you recognizing what is happening in your shadow side. And let's add a charm to that. And we've got the Lion, King of the Jungle. And so this is about you. This is about you having courage to look at this shadow side. You know, there's so much good happening for you and will be happening in this coming week. And yes, that positive outlook, but don't do it without realizing that there may be some underlying tensions, underlying currents within yourself that you need to recognize and have the courage to deal with. Now let's just finish off with an affirmation card. This is from my own personal deck that I created. And because I'm a trained aromatherapist, these are aromatic affirmations. So let's finish off with an affirmation card for you. And we've got Lime. Lime is a beautiful, fresh, uplifting oil, but it's also very, very relaxing. I really like using lime oil during the day rather than lavender, because lavender kind of sedates and can make most of us pretty, you know, can be a bit sleepy, shall we say. That's why it's so good for insomnia or if you're having trouble sleeping at night. But lime is relaxing, but it doesn't sedate you. It doesn't bring that sort of, you know, sort of sleepy, you don't want to do anything kind of feeling. So when you use lime, the affirmation, I am cool, calm and refreshed. So it's uplifting and calming at the same time. And it's also really good because it helps you maintain your mental clarity whilst you are becoming more relaxed when you use this oil. I do hope you've enjoyed this reading for the week commencing Monday the 18th of October. I would love to know how your week has gone, so please feel free to comment in the comments section if this reading has helped you. Till next time, many blessings to you.